It's not about motivation. Winners need discipline. Wake up and win today. Discipline comes from within.
Boxing King Media in association with the Riyadh season. I feel like I've got to introduce you as Greg the Mole Marriott every time I speak to you now.
Please. Yeah, here I am again.
How much shit did you have when you went back to... Because Tyson must have seen that interview.
He never mentioned it once until we come back into this camp. I think he had about a 5-week off, and he just said to me, I mentioned it to him. I said, "You see that interview?" He went, "No," because he don't really read it, or watch it. I only watched obviously ours back, and that were it. And then I think Johnny came out, someone and said it was his brother and his dad or something. So no, I didn't really take much care about it. It was just a bit of tongue-in-cheek fun, I think.
It was when, but we got it rectified that Greg Marriott is not a mole. You're doing a professional job for probably the biggest assignment of your career. Fair to say, you're not going to mess it up by leaking a few fake rumours, are you?
Now, listen. I think people over in this game may change, but I've stuck to my guns from day one. No job's never too big. I don't mean that I just mean like in hindsight of always being with Ingle Gym, and obviously doing the jobs for people, amateurs through to obviously newly turned pros. I think working with Kayla and then Billy, I just think it's just normal to me. So it's like, it is massive. And only today someone just said to me, "Oh, this is how did you get this job?" I said, "Oh, Tyson just phoned me and said, do you want to be involved in biggest fight ever? I want the best." And actually, I was with Dom, and I actually said, "I phone you back." And I left it a couple of days. I just thought, I know what camp entails, and it's an hard slog away from kids. So I just thought, it's going to be an hard slog. But then I just phoned him. I said, "Yeah, all right, I'll go on then," kind of thing. And someone says, "That's some great flops." I said, "No," I says, "It's like it is a long job, a long hard job." But then again, sat at table here today, and then when you see press conference and obviously Turkey Sheikh talking, everyone's like the magnitude. You think, "Oh, I'm involved in something big." But I only said that because obviously my job's same. I never stray away from the job really. It's it's ultra professional, isn't it? So I don't get carried away with the other side of things.
Yeah, I definitely get you, and I think it'd be quite an idea to just give somebody an insight, because obviously you live in Sheffield, you got a missus, you got kids, and now you're obviously kind of, I'm assuming Monday to Friday, or is it every seven days a week for the next for like a 2-month assignment? You can't go home, and you're basically cooking for Tyson Fury 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah, that's it. Get up in the morning, gets his coffee, go to the gym, get his drinks, come back, breakfast, and then so on until dinner at night time, and then 8:30 I'll say I'm hungry again. So it never stops. I might down tools at 8:30, 9 o'clock. By that time I'm tired anyway. So then I go to the gym myself. So it's 7 days a week non-stop. And I think that's the thing. Like with this job, what I've got, it's not just like, oh well, he has Saturday and Sunday off, or he just does a run. Everybody else in camp can just do what they want. I've still got to be there 7 days a week. So I'd say it's the toughest job in camp, definitely apart from Tyson's, 100%.
I know you're quite strict when it comes to working with people on the diets, etc. So I'm just curious to know how many times have you and Tyson had fallouts about stuff like, whether you cook something he didn't like, or he's got to eat it a certain way, and or maybe has he ever tried adding stuff? No, I don't know. I'm not making rumours of it.
No. He just on the last camp I was getting porridge a lot. Not a lot of fighters like porridge, but there's not many breakfasts that if you sat down and said, "Name me 5 different breakfasts," really, you're going to find it hard when it comes to dieting. So I love to give people oats. You can give him overnight oats, which you can't stand. He threw them away, so I'm not even touching them because they were cold. So I try and make him oats, but then he wants them with milk, and he wants all like chocolate bits in them and nice things. You can't do that. You're not having that. So yeah, he don't like oatmeal. He don't like it. How I make it, however I make it, he don't like it. But again, the swings and roundabouts, because some of the meals that I do cook him, his favourites like Thai green curries, things like that. They're clean, but I don't tend to give him ultra treats all the time. So obviously it swings and roundabouts. So he don't fall out with me. I think Tyson Fury is grounded. We'll have a laugh, but he'll just have a joke about it. But if he really don't want to eat it, he'll say, "No, I'm not eating it." So I'll just say, "Well, I'm not making out else. I like it, I'll lump it."
You don't want to be taking Tyson on if he says no, because most people think if he's saying, "Right, I'm not eating it," that's it. But obviously, I know you're outside the boxing circles, and I know you're very like it's my way or no way. Do you kind of do that same with Tyson?
Well, there's two ways you can look at that. You can either say this is how it is, or kind of on your bike, or you plant the seeds. So it almost makes it like it's their choice what they're having, but it's what I want them to have. So you can't with boxers, you can't say it's my way or the highway. You can't be like that. If you do, they'll just fall out with you and just say, right, I'll just get somebody else, or I'll just do it myself. They're very, very I'd say weird individuals in a good way. So you've got to kind of massage their ego a bit and make it about them. Make them think that they've made the decision to have what they want. So it's kind of a bargaining tool, but without them knowing. So I think that's the way that I work, to be fair.
The other thing I want to ask you, Greg, is I was speaking to Roy Jones Jr. the other day because there's a big narrative about this fight that because Tyson's lost all this weight, it's going to deplete him. And I asked Roy Jones Jr. the other day the same question because obviously in history he's known that he went up to heavyweight, then came back down and lost 25 pounds. But he said to me, because he lost muscle, that's why he was depleted. And he's basically suggested that Tyson's losing fat. In fact, he'll basically benefit because he's losing fat. So I want to get your insight on that opinion.
Well, it depends. I mean, the bigger your muscles are, the more oxygen you have to carry. So, you're going to gas out, in theory. You get a big strapping heavyweight who's full of muscle. More oxygen has to circulate out of their muscles to feed them. So that's why they can gas out quick. But no, Tyson's not lost any muscle. Let it be known, he's not the muscliest man on planet Earth, is he? I think if you stripped I think if he were actually shredded to get down like where, let's say when I diet and I get shredded, I'd probably weigh about 12 stone. Bless him. He's not the muscliest guy on planet Earth, and he'll admit that, but the first one to admit it. So when we're talking about obviously losing weight, he's been around this weight for a long time. Because people don't understand, it's the body composition that's changed. Tyson's weight's always been about 18.6, 18.9 when he's fighting good. And he's been around that for a long time. Now, obviously with the first camp, obviously that's what I tried to do. And we got him in great shape. And he was still about 18.4 anyway. So when they say he's lost a lot of weight, it's not, it's just his body composition changing. He just looks like he has. Because he does go very lean in his face. And obviously, he's not as big up here because he's not carrying the fat. So, but he's not lost the power at all. And to be fair, his energy levels, we always know Tyson, he can do 15, 20 rounds. He's always been known to be able to do that even when he's big. But now, I'm saying his light is a lot better. He's in a lot better shape. He's a lot fitter. And honestly, I think you're going to see a boxing masterclass just like he did against Klitschko for this fight. I promise you.
We'll look forward to it and see what USYK has to say about this new in-shape Tyson Fury. The last thing, it's good to let people know that yourself and Dominic Ingle work together with these nutrition and diet plans, yes. And you also work with members of the public. So if anybody out there wants to work with a guy that's responsible for getting Tyson Fury ready for the biggest fight in boxing history, you can actually hire him as well. So I'm going to put up the email address. Do you remember it? Because I don't. I'll put it up.
I'll have to text it. Yeah, I've got a lot on. No, I've got a lot on. I'm sure Dom was watching this.
I know it, and I'll put it up on the screen. But if anybody wants to,
I don't want to say it wrong on camera. But no, or Instagram, it's fine. Like saying, do a lot of online stuff. Obviously, me and Dom, I can't do it all on myself because when I've got big fights like this. But yeah, if you want to get in touch and get in shape, then hit me up.
I think most people will just love the novelty of saying, "Oh, the guy that got Tyson Fury ready for the biggest fight in history also got me in shape as well." I think people will just sign up for that. But I'll put the email address up.
It's accountability as well. So it's like an accountability program. It's foolproof. If I say to you, you've got 15, 16 weeks if you want to do that much. Let's say 12 weeks for argument's sake. On a 12-week program, you're guaranteed to be like this and be in shape and lose all your fat. If you do this accountability program and it's foolproof, then the results will show. So it's not that you're not just selling a product because I work with Tyson Fury. I've been known for the last 10 years what I do. So it is foolproof if you stick to the plan. So results speak for themselves.
They definitely do, and we'll all find out on May 18th the work that you've done with Tyson Fury and see what it does when he comes up against USYK. Any last words, Greg, before I let you go?
No, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. And we've still got another 5 weeks, I think, 5 weeks actually to go, so that's going to feel like a lifetime. So, but no, thank you.
All the best, Greg Marriott.
Win gold now. IPMB is giving away 5 24-karat gold coins to our token holders worth over $2,000 each.
Let's do this.
Thank you very much for this great news. It's amazing.
It's never been easier to own gold, so join the raffle now.
I got a question for you. Where can discipline take you? Discipline points you towards your goals.